Welcome to Factorio. Today I want to try to make the factory on Gleba a bit more streamlined, a bit more productive on the whole, and try to get the rocket silos going. So there will be quite a bunch of things that I need to do. Probably harvest more plants than I'm currently doing. I guess I currently have 2 agricultural towers. There's quite a bunch of output already, but I need to convert it to more different things. Rocket fuel, I guess some other fluids, probably sulfur and carbon. So I need to burn some spoilage. I need to make this probably go and work all the time. Although I'm not sure about that. Steel might need to go somewhere. Yeah, maybe let's just start with that. I am already here, so I might just do things. Not sure where this will be going. For now, everything where I don't know will just go into a chest. And then I will have a bunch of stuff already prepared. For instance, eventually I need to make carbon fiber, but I can't yet. Because I first need to do all the researches. I don't think I will be doing space science here, will I? Let me look at this mushroom farmer. I'm not sure whether I want to maybe produce space science on this ship as well. Then just throw it down wherever it is needed. So this will be iron plates. I think iron plates are necessary in space science. Iron plates, carbon and ice. There's ice, there's carbon. I think there is a way where I can remove these few solar panels and maybe stick in something else. Just relayouting the solar panels to make a bit more space for them. So the ice will flow through. And then there I might have another assembler with productivity modules producing space science. And I have everything that I need right there. The iron plates will have to get taken. That. It will not be much at first, but I guess eventually it will be enough. I need to build this slightly weirdly, because the machine is too far away, or 2 blocks gap between both of these things. I will immediately control for not sending too many science packs. Let's say 2000. That might be 1 row in this cargo. So my theory just now was that I might just do the research on this planet. I'm not sure about this though. If I do the research here, then I can already make some improvements. Like I might start producing efficiency module 3 here. Might also eventually do the productivity module 3 here, but I then would have to send Biter X all the way over. So there's the tree seeding, which is quite cheap. Epic quality is quite expensive and requires the yellow science as well. This requires yellow and purple. And these endless sciences need purple science. Anything else from the agricultural science pack? So eventually captivity would be unlocked, but there is still some other prerequisite. Let's see. Rocketry, I guess I can do that quite easily. And I will put more mining productivity on the queue. So this research will be done in a moment. You can see it's very fast. Might have to find more spoilage. Or make more spoilage by producing more nutrients that will go nowhere eventually. And I might try only sending a certain amount of spoilage down to the heating tower. Anyway, I was trying to figure out what else I might need to research. I guess the stronger explosives will be especially relevant for the destruction of asteroids. Eventually, but I should already try that, or just get the research out of the way. Not sure if I need health. I would also have to research military science, so maybe I shouldn't try to do all the sciences here. But I still need to produce carbon fiber here eventually, so there are a bunch of things that I can't yet make, that I might not yet want to prepare for. But at least the rocket parts should all be produced here, so I don't have to import them. And producing blue circuits will be kind of difficult. So where is the nutrients from this stuff? Bioflux is what it's called. I think yeah, there I have it. And the nutrients belt is quite full already there. I think one thing I might do is always refresh the nutrients wherever they might be low, and have a bioflux belt go around that feeds this nutrient production. I might even have a nutrient production specifically to make spoilage. But I always have to take care not to overfill a belt. So I will start now actually doing something. There's also a spot where I could theoretically have something. I guess it's not actually difficult. This is mostly, I guess, output limited. The output can't come out, and that's why it stays stuck there for a while. I want to make sure that this belt always gets stuff first. But I don't necessarily know if I need to take that into account. So need to combine these belts properly and do that. And then I already have more going through there. I might have input priority left. So the stuff that is produced on the other end will have priority. Then I might try getting these nutrients through. There is a splitter without an input, or with just one input, I mean. I might just give it an input. Another input, that is. And this is basically where the other nutrients will come from. Just need to send them down. Might even split them off there as well. So now double nutrients. And that's where they might collide eventually and not be able to go anywhere. So right there I will have my spoilage buffer. Okay, that was a bit of boom puff. The exploding plant or mushroom. And at the other end I will have spoilage filter inserters. They will only get out the spoilage. How about I let most of the nutrients go the other direction? I want to see how necessary that is and whether... Okay, maybe that's actually not a good idea because this is now a loop. Not sure how I can not make it a loop. I guess the filter there, or the priority, will be changed again. So, not sure if I can make more of those, or probably right now I don't need to because there's not a full belt coming through. And it might happen before the chests get filled that the first stack of nutrients spoils and then I get all the spoilage out there. I guess the next thing to do would be producing carbon, or possibly also sulfur. Might be needed for sulfuric acid. I guess sulfur might be the product of spoilage and bioflux. I have to check that. Oh yes, that's true. 5 spoilage, 1 bioflux gives me 2 sulfur, and I need nutrients for the biochambers. So I guess this will be sulfur. I might just as well have a splitter there. I might also have a splitter further up, because this shall eventually be the combined sulfur and carbon factory, both with spoilage. Let's see, this is sulfur, and this will be carbon there. Previously this was made in furnaces because it's burned, but I guess they have a different kind of burning here on Gleba. And I need to check how many productivity modules I can sacrifice for this. I guess I might try to import more. Maybe I'm already getting some. I definitely have them as an import, and I can just take them from there. Maybe I will set this to 100. And I don't know if anything else is necessary now. But now I can be more open with using these. There will be potentially beacons in the middle. Might already do this actually. And then I need nutrients coming through. I guess I might send those nutrients further. They will go down and up again. And I will try to save some space and belts by using the underground version. And yeah, I also need to somehow get spoilage out again out of both of these machines. Then, after balancing them, putting them there as an input priority right. Then I will get out a beacon. There's a tree in the way. It was hiding very well. Anyway, the nutrients still need to finish the loop. The potential loop, it's not yet fully in place. Didn't yet get the stuff around. So now I will redirect these nutrients, then I will remove the old belt and connect the new belt. And you can see the nutrients coming through here. They will now have a longer path. I hope they will not spoil before they are needed. So I guess this would be carbon, and this inserter needs to be the other way around. And I need carbon, no, spoilage filter belts again. There and there. There and there. And this should be carbon, whatever. I need to relearn the interface sometimes if I don't play Factorio for a while. So this will fill up eventually. And I could also replace this by a red belt at some point. So we will have 1.2 spoilage in and 0.34 of those carbons out. And we still need bioflux. So bioflux is already going here. And this is not yet dealt with, I mean, in terms of getting rid of the bioflux. We will have the sulfur coming out that way. I need to make sure that it is definitely sulfur. Because it could also be spoilage if the other inserters are kind of busy at the same time. Or if they don't care. I guess if you have unfiltered inserters, they will just take anything. They might even sometimes overrule other inserters that are filtered. Still didn't get the red stuff around. I'm not sure if I might want to do something to the bioflux. Loop it around or filter at the end. I guess I will make it go further for now. Ah yes, and I think it would be a good idea to produce more nutrients here as well. Just have to find a good place to do that. And I'm out of these kinds of biochambers. I guess I don't have any higher quality one. So I guess I gotta make new, or just take them from here. I already have enough of them. Maybe I should set up some personal logistics. And especially ask for biochambers. Maybe the first and second quality. So this would be nutrients from bioflux. I think I might just have incoming, outgoing, or the other way around. And then bioflux needs to actually go there. And this might be an underground belt to also put stuff on the other side of the belt. Though I could also just do it like this. There are many ways to do a thing. And I should turn the bioflux inserter correctly. Hello Kana, thank you for lurking and being first and hydrating me. Okay, what else? I already got sulfur, just need to ideally put it into chests for now. I will go away and deal with making more chests. This doesn't have any fuel, which might be spoilage. I guess the spoilage that I'm producing should be sent around to here with a lower priority. So I guess I'll just send this onwards and use a assembling machine to make steel chests. Well, I guess one should be enough. I'm not having any more inserters right now, but I can always take the uncommon inserters. They should be even better. I'm not sure about where to place all the roboports. I was kind of building the first roboport not properly aligned with anything. I guess I can. Let's move that around to properly fit this in. I can still move this even more. So that there is a proper grid eventually. Great. Now I just need power. And I guess I could have started that earlier, but I didn't. Let's make sure that this only produces when steel chests are below 100. This is a different number. Okay, and this doesn't show anything correctly because it's not in the system yet. So I need to combine the robot networks. Now it will produce up to 100 of these steel chests. I want to see where the spoilage is going that I was producing. Oh yes, it's for now only going towards the production of carbon and sulfur. I might also, in case it can't go to those two things, take it somewhere else. Namely to be fuel for the smelting processes. Need to be careful right here. And I might also have spoilage outputs going that way, but I have to use different kinds of inserters. There's a tree. So what else? I guess I should just go up from somewhere. And then I guess there's a possibility for an input. And then just go into this splitter, and I need to set the priority there, I guess. Input priority, right, no, there. So the other spoilage producing processes will still be relevant and be used. What is up there? I didn't connect that yet. I want to see how fast the spoilage gets used. So this fast. 1 spoilage per burning cycle, of course. Now, with all of that stuff being produced, I think I can already go to something else. I guess I can produce plastic and then red circuits. Is that right? I need blue circuits eventually. I need sulfuric acid eventually. I might try to remove some more trees to have some more space to build in. Some exploding trees. Might also try to make more landfill or increase the landfill production, which means making more per second. I might just copy this whole thing. Maybe I don't have enough mining drills, especially of this quality. So maybe I could produce more mining drills or import them from Novice. Not sure whether I should. Mushroom farmer. I think doesn't have more mining drills. So I will have to order some. Now I don't know if this is the correct thing to set that. Maybe the Gleba starter pack, which is still active. Just 50 electric mining drills and eventually this will be built. Need to see whether roboports are connected or not. I would like to see where rails would be going. Okay, this is slightly misaligned. If I move everything by 1 block to the left or to the right, that would be better. And I guess it has to be to the left, because this is already sort of aligned with something, or next to something. So I need to move all of them to the left 1 block. And then they would be aligned with the rail system that I might be building at some point. I always want to plan ahead in this way and not be one off or off by 1. So now, if mining drills appear, they will go into that. They will be built there. And also inserters, I guess. I need to check. Yeah, I need to import more inserters actually, and all the other good stuff, potentially, that I might be sending. Pipes? Maybe. So stuff is already arriving again, a few chests did arrive. More storage tanks. I will also steal those productivity modules and efficiency and speed. At least so that I have a full stack. Maybe that's enough for now. It's nice to see the input and output hatches in the right descriptive window. But I wanted to know the robot count in the system. That is only visible, I think, when I hover over the roboports. Okay, I guess by removing all the roboports, by replacing them in a new position, I made the robots disappear. I guess that was a problem. So, what can I do now to improve this system? I guess I might want to have more Yumako fruits. There's some stuff spoiling. This is not good. Or can I add maybe a speed beacon here? To produce these things faster. Maybe even 2. But I would have to realign some stuff. Let's see, yeah, there's something else in the way. So I'm not sure about this right now, but 1 beacon is improvement. And I see that I might be having the nutrients come through here, thereby allowing more beacons on the upper side. I have to rearrange some stuff then. Especially the splitter. Okay, this needs to not go too far down. Just need to move this a little bit, remove these belts, and I guess these inserters are not necessary anymore. Everything still seems to be powered, and I can just copy this whole thing. And I guess I put all my construction robots away. Might try to import more of them. Not sure if the spaceship carries those. Let's check. Yes, they should be there. So eventually they will arrive here, but at first I will steal half of them. So I need to remember where I did need to build things. I guess the beacons either might have been already built or might have been built by the robots now. So now I can check how many Yumako mesh still come through, and it's still a bit. And I guess the Yumako mesh that is coming through is serving to make more copper or bacteria. Which is fine, I guess, although... Yeah, I guess this is fine. The copper ore isn't used, and only that is the reason why this process isn't running. If the copper were used, then the copper bacteria process, bacteria growing, would also work again. This is very hot. I guess that is good. I want to see whether making carbon might be more efficient. 2 megajoules for 6 spoilage. And they are otherwise 250 kilojoules, so it would be definitely more efficient to make carbon and use the carbon for burning it. Might have another beacon there, or maybe more beacons eventually. This just uses more nutrients, of course. And energy for the beacons themselves. The beacons are now my highest energy consumptor on the whole energy consumer. Let's just build red belts there to allow for more beacons potentially on the other side. Now, what will I do with the carbon? I guess I can make bioplastic without QoL. Just Yumako mesh and bioflux in a biochamber. And rocket fuel is jelly and bioflux. So that's a good jelly sink. And then we have green lubricant stuff from jelly. Need to check what else I need. I guess electric engines might be relevant for producing a rocket silo. And there I also need the lubricant. One really would need to build quite a factory if one doesn't want to import the ingredients for the rocket silo. I might still import those ingredients. I guess my factory on Novus is still running. Don't want to spend too much time on Novus, otherwise I will get Novus music. And who would want that? I guess I will just check for engines. 6,000. I guess I don't care about rocket fuel. Steel would be something, but concrete maybe? Maybe I will try to import concrete. Or should I also make that here? Anyway, for now I will make the carbon go into a chest over here. Just wanted to get it away from directly next to the factory. This always takes a while to build. It's not the easiest of factories. Not the easiest of concepts to grasp. Everything spoils and things grow. And some things are basically growing recipes where you put less in and get more out, and then there are these nutrient loops with the bioflux. So, sulfuric acid. Is there another... I guess there's no other recipe other than this, iron plate and water. I guess I do have chemical plants. And so I would now just make some sulfuric acid down here. This is all not very expandable. Not very sorted in a way. Not like a bus, where I might go by which product needs to be produced first. By which product might be a prerequisite. Can I rotate this? I guess not. Sad. I guess I can survive this. Anyway, we have water. And then I just need sulfur and iron plates. This should work. Especially with a power pole. I don't have power poles, the medium ones. I guess I will use substations instead. That should also just work. Then I need the sulfur. Might also do input priority left. For now. And now I will get iron plates from far away. Not sure if I need to steal them from here. Or whether I even should. I guess the steel chests might now fill up, so that's fine. But I will take the iron from here. I am thinking about another kind of train system. But also for most things, trains wouldn't really be feasible, since I want things to be used fast and not in mass. Okay, and this output will just go into a tank. No, sulfuric acid is necessary for blue circuits. I don't know what else I might need it here for. I don't know if I need batteries necessarily. Maybe if I want more accumulators. But other than that, maybe if I want robots. Don't really need laser turrets. So, that's the first component for blue circuits. I guess I might work on plastic soon. I guess I will also take some of the spoilage. The spoilage that doesn't go through will go and get burned, just so I can get rid of that. And I might bind this to some condition here. So I might check the number. It's 17,000 spoilage. So if this is more than 10,000 spoilage, might also take 5,000, should be good enough. So this belt will run if there's more than 5,000 spoilage. And I guess I will just let that get in there with not the highest priority. Might eventually build another heating tower. But I need to turn this around. There will always be at least one of these things, one of the belts, that gets stuff only from the right side. Might even speed these inserters up a bit. Maybe that would help. Help getting rid of all of the spoilage. Anyway, I wanted to work on plastic. And I want to know if maybe I can make more of that stuff. Not sure if some of these belts might be off sometimes. Or the machines themselves, I guess they might be off. Or is there nothing limiting them? Disabled by control behavior. I guess I will say 300. And I might even have another output there. Having two output sides basically. This will allow more of that stuff to get through. Allowing more bioflux production. And with that additional bioflux and the additional Yomako, I should be able to make some more, or some plastic at all. I will go and see whether I can get some landfill. I might even just use the stone there directly. Or at least... yeah, maybe I should just mine onto belts properly. did just leave some miners on the ground. Maybe I should just use this landfill for now. For instance, making the factory bigger into this lake. Oops. I might... Not sure if I can remove the tile without removing the thing, the pump. Maybe I'll keep this open. Sadly, I can't pick the fluid thing from pressing Q on the water. And I guess the robot wants to do the same thing and shouldn't. So what I wanted to do is make more land up here. Need to be aware of where there might be more pump jacks or offshore pumps like there. Okay, I'm out of landfill. I might just build a few factories down there. Down to the right there. Might even use faster inserters for the inputs. Might store some more trash or wood. The iron ore can be gone. What? Okay. That's weird. I guess I need to open the inventory first. And then stick the seeds into the output there. I hope that will work. Yeah, I guess the output should be taken out. Anyway, need to work more on mining these chests eventually, and then mining the stone, and I need, I guess, stone bricks to make concrete. Where did I put all those other miners? I guess they might have been taken to some chests. I don't know where the storage chests are. What should I have? Mining drills? I don't have mining drills. Thought I had more. Maybe I just built those few. But I still want more of them in a normal way. And then I want to see... I don't have mining drills down here. I guess I didn't order them to the planet, I only ordered them to the ship. It's a bit sad. But the mushroom farmer is almost at Gleba and will throw out some mining drills there. Great. So soon I will have more stone. Might just have a splitter there. And then more inserters for the stone. I guess I could take worse inserters. Now I don't need this anymore. I guess I will produce even more landfill in the long run. And now I have 50 of the mining drills. And now I would need some yellow chests. Can I find those? Can you send down some? Well, I have some, actually. I don't know if that was always the case, but yeah, now I see them. I hope that wasn't actually a notification for something else. This seems to be fine. Anyway, I want efficiency modules in most of these machines. Just to use less energy. So stealing some more spoilage for stone smelting. Maybe 6 should be enough. Maybe also 6 per side. I don't know. But I also need to make sure that this is going together with the stone. Maybe I will need stone for something else. Rails, for instance. So how is that built exactly? I guess I should build this differently. I guess some people do it like this and then have things go both ways. I think I might also do this kind of thing. That also allows things to go both ways. And I think half of the things should always go on the tunnel. So 2. I'm thinking where to build this exactly. To not be over the stone patch, but I think this is fine. Once I have stone bricks, I can make more of those furnaces. Maybe even quality furnaces. Let's put some electricity in. And that's how fast I can produce those stone bricks already. And then I will maybe just build a little factory for steel furnaces. Maybe eventually I can recycle them again. I don't know if that's good and necessary. I do have electric furnaces, I just don't want to waste too much space and material on power generation, electrical power generation. Anyway, stone bricks and steel for steel furnaces. And I guess they would also be needed for electric furnaces, just together with a red circuit, which I don't have yet. Not sure why I'm doing this right now, rather than the plastic production that I wanted to do, but I guess that's still a good distraction. And I guess I will just fill the chest with 5 stacks. That should be good enough for maybe a few quality furnaces. I guess I might balance the incoming stone. Then it can also go through the tunnel there. And now I'm not mining enough, but that's fine. For now I have enough stone bricks.